Look, I'm Zachary Kirk, the Zactivist on Instagram and TikTok, and this is my channel, 3 Plus One Media. We've been around for a while, but I've actually just started to really pour into doing recorded content on this page. Now, the channel has a lot of live content where we live stream different interviews, different shows, different panels. Check it out. But I really want to give a different level of perspective around vlogging type of content and commentary. So what we focus on is people, politics, and pop culture. And that's what you will see on this channel. And you will have, hopefully, what I think will be pretty engaging content, kind of covering some stories and talking about some things that maybe some other people in this type of space isn't talking about. And we'll put in some lifestyle every now and then. I'm gonna be here at least once a week, but probably more than that, depending on what the news topics of the day will be. And so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. One Memphis One Vision have to bop Saucy Santana to get their money back? One Memphis One Vision booked Saucy Santana for a special Juneteenth Pride event, promising to pay Santana $25,000 to perform just 2 songs. By omission of the City Girls on team, Saucy Santana missed his flight and was unable to make the actual event slated for his contractually obligated performance. Now, according to media sources, Santana's team did try to persuade event organizers to secure another location for Saucy's performance that would have allowed him to fulfill his contract, but not surprisingly, One Memphis One Vision declined. They were unwilling to spend more money on a new venue, on new sound equipment and rental, and also on last-minute marketing efforts to rectify a situation that they did not cause. So, One Memphis One Vision requested a refund of the $5,000 they had already invested in the day's events, in addition to a full refund of the money paid to Saucy Santana, but Santana's team declined. In response, One Memphis One Vision expressed their intent to take legal action to recover the funds owed, and they are also demanding a public apology. Here's the thing about One Memphis One Vision. It is a non-profit organization that provides essential medical support to people in one of our nation's most hostile states towards gay Americans, Tennessee. I wonder, why is this even a news story at all? Why did not Saucy Santana just write them a $25,000 check? It's a phenomenal cause that benefits the community. Why is Saucy Santana so pressed about $25,000, especially considering the fact that he overslept and missed his flight? What could I be missing here? Simmons and Plea are all over my social media feeds, and when I went down the rabbit hole, I was stunned to find no carrots down there, just little pellets. From what I'm seeing, everyone is talking about the lives and the text messages and all the posts, but do you guys know the background behind this drama? Like, does Russell Simmons actually have a right to be this mad at Plea? Russell Simmons, age 65, and Plea Simmons, age 48, have 2 daughters, Ming Lee and Aoki. Aoki is 20 years old, and she is a recent Harvard graduate. She is a model, and she also works as an intern for the New York City mayor's office. The root of Russell Simmons' meltdown seems to go back to a long-standing disagreement between him and Plea. Plea is now married to Tim Lesner, former Goldman Sachs investment banker. In 2018, Russell Simmons sued both of them for allegedly stealing 4 million shares of his stock. He accused him of making a fraudulent transfer of 50% of his shares in the energy drink company known as Celsius. Now, I want you to know this. Tim Lesner helped orchestrate one of the largest financial scandals in history. He was an investment banker and was serving as chairman of Goldman Sachs Southeast Asia division. In this role, he helped orchestrate the One Malaysia Development Berhad scandal, where billions of dollars were stolen. He was arrested in June of 2018, and he pled guilty, admitting to personally stealing $200 million from a Malaysian wealth fund. So, is it really far-fetched to think that Lesner could have stolen $4 million from Russell Simmons? That he couldn't have authorized a fraudulent transfer of 50% of his shares? I am in no way saying that we can excuse Russell Simmons' behavior, past nor present. But is his anger at Plea possibly justified? Bath and Beyond may not be Bed Bath or Beyond if you are black, if you are gay, and especially not if you are both. This is Lamar Richards, Director of Advocacy for the Coalition for Nonprofit Housing and Economic Development, and his partner. They are new homeowners and the recent victims of racial profiling by employees of big bucket home retailer Bed Bath & Beyond. This is some of the viral video detailing the occurrence at an Ohio Bed Bath & Beyond store.
What do you need help with?
I'd like to understand why they were called. Right? That's very simple. Why were the police called with the 3 black people thinking that we were shoplifting? Okay. I paid $600 for my thing, so obviously I didn't shoplift. I want to understand why you thought it was shoplifting. You didn't place the call, but one of the employees did. I'd like to know why.
There's the big purchase items, that type of thing. There's usually a question. We just want to make sure.
Okay, usually a question. I can understand that, but police being called, I can understand that. Right? That's usually a question, so maybe the store will ask a question. Or maybe you all follow me, maybe you follow me around. Sure.
Rachel,
but
can you come to the front?
But that's not what happened. The police were called. We're potential shoplifters, which means that
we call the
someone...
police all the time. They have our backs. We walk in.
Sure. Come on.
They want to know why the police were called, and they want to talk to the person who did it, and they want to know why they were basically what you're...
Yeah, while we were profiled, exactly.
Oh, I have.
You called?
It's my right.
It's your right to do what? Oh yeah, you hear right. So your right to do what?
It's my right to call.
Because you thought the 3 black people were shoplifting. Why?
They didn't say that.
You called the police. You said we have a potential shoplifter. Ticket items are in our bucket.
They got a problem keeping up with the corporate office.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
We're not getting anywhere, so if you got a complaint, file a complaint with their corporate office, okay?
Well,
because we're done here, our involvement is done.
Well, let me ask you this
We
question.
have no problem. We're
Let me
not
ask you this
gonna answer
question.
no more questions.
Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm asking you is, when you all came out and they said we had 3 potential shoplifters, they describe us at all? They just like they let you know who we were?
2 black males.
2 black males.
Yes.
Okay. And so y'all didn't come find us. Y'all just stayed here until we came out, right?
The main thing was nothing was concealed, so that's why we just stood by the door.
Now, according to the ACLU, the impact of racial profiling on black and brown people can be far-reaching. Racial profiling alienates communities from law enforcement, hinders community policing efforts, and causes law enforcement to lose credibility and trust among the people that they are sworn to protect and serve. I would recommend a boycott of Bed Bath & Beyond, but they are closing anyway, so I don't know if that's going to do a whole world of good in this situation. Had 5 years of Hunter Biden's laptop, Hunter Biden's sex tape, Hunter Biden's girls, and Hunter Biden's drugs. And finally, it seems as though it is all coming to an end. Hunter Biden has owned up to not paying his taxes. United States Attorney David Weiss, appointed by former President Donald Trump in 2018, approved a plea deal with Hunter Biden in which Biden pled guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges of failing to pay his taxes. Biden also faces a separate felony gun possession charge that is likely to also be dismissed if he meets certain conditions, according to court documents filed June 13th. The penalty for the charges is expected to be probation. Note, this is historic because it is the first time in American history that the Justice Department, which sits under the executive branch of our government, has ever brought charges against the child of a sitting U.S. president. Weiss's office said in a statement, Hunter Biden received taxable income in excess of $1.5 million annually in calendar years 2017 and 2018. Despite owing in excess of $100,000 in federal income taxes each year, he did not pay the income tax due for either year. Regarding the gun charge, the statement said, from on or about October the 12th of 2018 through October 23rd of 2018, Hunter Biden possessed a firearm despite knowing he was an unlawful user of and addicted to a controlled substance.